Hello, guys and girls. I am the Walrus. No, not really. I'm Jokester. I have been busy. So what I did was I moved over my, let's see here. I moved over my Ender Lily farm, and I added in a second farm of Netherwort because I want to kind of spruce up my blood magic altar with these blocks. Let's see here. If I look in here, red. Let's see. It's the red nether brick, which actually doesn't look too bad. That's not a bad looking block. It requires some nether wart. So I could do that, and that looks really cool. But there is a block here. This one here, this nether wart block. I think it looks pretty cool. So either one, I'm going to need some more nether wart. So I'm growing that. I did the exact same thing with the sequencer, and these seem to grow a lot faster than the Ender Lily. So I dropped this down from 800 down to 400 delay, and that seems to work out really well. It's slowly gaining. When I last checked this, it was at 320,000, so it's up to 380 now. So we seem to have a net increase, which is really good. In the meantime, though, we can actually speed that up a little bit more. And so what I've done is I've gone off and gathered some cactus. I had to go way over here. I flew all the way over here, and then I flew all the way up here, kept checking for anything with sand related, and I finally found a desert biome, and I was able to get some cactus. Now, there is another way to make cactus. If I look at the recipe for this, we can actually throw slime balls in underneath, the alchemy catalyst mana pool, and that'll generate cactus. So I almost did that, but I did want to find a desert temple, or a desert, so that I could find the desert temple. Now, I did gather a whole bunch of things. I got a blast protection, a feather falling 4, and what I also got was if you see here, the very last enchant on here is Fire Aspect 2. So in theory, that provides additional damage. I don't know. It's a new enchant, so I'll check it out. I could not put it on my cleaver. That's, Tinker's only accepts a very few amount. I know I can put Unbreaking on here, but that's all that I found so far. But a couple other things I found. These are capacitors. In case you've ever, they're no different than like these guys here. I created an octatic capacitor for this guy, but it's no different. Now, some of we don't know based on the description. We don't know if they're single layer, dual, or the octatic capacitor. So you just have to test those out. I found another ender sword, so I have 2 of these. I found an angelic feather, which if you look at the description of it, let's see, recipe, and then go here, it absorbs fall damage in exchange for hunger, and it gives a minor jump boost. So I don't really need that. I mean, I can already jump pretty high, and I have fall damage resistance, so I don't really need that. And so that was pretty much it. But what I wanted to do today was to make a lily pad of fertility from Reliquary. And so that requires these fertile essences, and that requires these slime pearls. I had 2 of them, and so what I ended up doing is I went and camped out in a swampland and hung around there, which is why I have a ton of these slime balls now. So I could have made my cactus off of that, but you see I got 9 plus 4, 13. I think I had 2, so I gained 11 more just by killing a whole bunch of green slimes. You can't get them, at least in my experience. I've tried killing the blue slimes and the purple slimes, and I can't get these slime pearls from them. I can only get them from the green slime. So I found that in the swampland, just hanging around, especially at night, they seem to spawn, and they'll give you a bunch of these, especially if you have the luck / looting on your sword. So that's just a tip. So I want to make a couple of these guys. So I'm going to need these guys. I need to grab. Here's one of the reasons I kept these guys. Instead of turning them into their, in their respective, you can, these will make bones. If I just put these in a crafting grid, there's the recipe right here. That'll make bones, and these will also make, let's see, where is it? Gunpowder. if I put those in there. But I don't need any of those right now. I have tons of these, so I want to keep them for some of the more exotic recipes, like the Neon Zoo, but I can't get. Okay, so I need 3 of these guys per, and I'm going to make all 9 of them. And then, with my lily pads that I collected from the same swampland, I can make 3 of these guys. All right, let me dump these guys. Hate dirty inventories. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm thinking what I want to do is I really don't need any more ender pearls. I'm up to over 1,000 already. So maybe I'll just put them around here. So if I were to take this out here, I know I need an axe. I did actually make one. So let's see. How do I want to do this? Maybe if I just do that, that'll work. And then if I put that there, yeah, that'll flow down, and I'll put this here. Should flow. Yeah, it's going to flow that way. And I don't really like that. I think I'm going to have it go down like this. And let me start over. Let's see. There we go. That'll work. So, oh, that's odd. Let's try that again. Well, that's weird. It worked in my testing. Maybe it's because I need this there. There we go. All right, so I don't see any particle effects on here, and I stood here and watched this, and it didn't seem to grow much faster, but you know, it'll you know, it could make a difference. Either way, it's going to grow these no matter what, and if it does help, great. I'll help out a little bit, and then we'll put one over here. Now this is going to be the tricky one. Oh, actually, I got a block behind it, so I won't need it. Never mind. Okay, put that there and that there. So, in theory, that should be releasing particles and growing these guys faster, and I'll get nice and tons of those guys. Okay, so let's go see over here. I put another drawer here. I'm already up to 62. Next time that runs, it should harvest some more. The other thing is I've got some. Let's see. Oh yeah, I put it in a chest, in a drawer. So I've got, if you look up there, Obsidian, I got 2 stacks of 64, but I want to do some more. I want some more of that. So let me grab a stack of that right now. We're going to do a couple of things. I talked about the rituals before, and so let's look up. I want to make a ritual, so I need a master ritual stone, and that requires these 4 of these guys, which needs 4 of these guys. And let me grab my orb out of my pack. The other thing is we got to do something about this bag. It's too small. There's a couple different ways. I'll talk about that in a second. So let me grab 4 of these guys. Oh shoot, that already created. I don't only need 1, but that's okay. Grab one of those, and actually no, that'll actually work perfectly because I need 4 of these plus that for the ritual I want to make. Now, I've also made a ritual diviner. It's a pretty simple recipe. It looks complicated, but it's not. So first thing you have to do is put this in your tier 3 altar of magma cream. You have to do a obsidian, again, tier 3, just a single block, lapis, tier 3, and gas tier 3. So put those together and then craft it with 4 diamonds, and you make a ritual diviner. Now, how you work the ritual diviner, let me dump off some of this stuff here. Okay, how you work the ritual diviner is you hold it over here and you shift right click. And so ritual the green grove, high jump, magnetism, satiated stomach, and so on. There's a lot of these that we'll probably get into. That's shift right click, shift left click, and you go backwards. These are the same ones we just saw. And I want Serenade in the Nether. And so now you can hover over this, and it says current ritual Serenade in the Nether generates a source of lava from the master ritual stone. All right, and you can hold shift on this, and it shows you need 4 runes. 4 total runes, and it will be 4 fire runes, but we don't have to make individual fire runes for these things. It'll convert them for us. Let me show you how this is done. Okay, it doesn't really matter where we put this. I'm going to kind of leverage this chunk over here, I think. Let's do it maybe like right here. I kind of like this. Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to do it there. There's a hole there. How about over here? I want it where it's chunk loaded. And we remember that we've got several chunks here that are already loaded. So you know what? Maybe I'll put it over here. Let me grab my shovel for this. Okay, so what would be really nice is to be able to leverage this block. I think I might actually do that. So that'll flow into there. We'll have our Master Ritual Stone. So let me put that back for right now. Did that actually affect this? Let me check this. Okay, good. Good, good. That won't affect anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it one block lower. Let's take out, I have the shovel right here, and I'm not even using it. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to put this down here, and we'll need cardinal directions like that. And so what we can do is we can put the Master Ritual Stone down first. With the Serenade of the Nether picked, all I have to do is see, it kind of shows where it is, and it'll be underneath this. There's one underneath this block, obviously. So that's what it shows you. Hold down right click, and it builds that out, and cool. It's almost ready. We do need one other thing, and let me get that first. What do I need? What do I need? I'm going to need chunk boundaries. Turn that off. Okay, so let's turn off. Let's see. We need a activation crystal. All right. So weak one's fine for right now. We need this lava crystal. So we're going to need 3 lava buckets and a diamond with our orb, and we'll need 2 obsidian and 2 any types of glass. So let's see here. What am I going to? I think I'm going to have to go get lava because I have run out of lava, and all I have in here is 1500. You see, that's empty. So I'm going to take one of these guys. I'm going to go get all the stuff, and I'll be right back. We'll make that ritual stone, or the activation crystal. Be right back. Okay, never mind. You guys were probably yelling at me. It only took me about 10 seconds to realize it. I have a better solution. I have a lava sigil. So let's see. Shift right. Nope, that's not going to work. Might have to dump this out and pick it up with buckets. So that's unfortunate. I was hoping it would go right in there, but that's fine. We can do it this way. Come on. Where's the lava source block? Right here. There we go. Let's see. This in here, in here. Let's try this again. Okay, so how about if we make just a little hole right here? All right, let's do that. We can put that up, put that in there. Oh, get the hang of this eventually. Okay, right click, pick up, dump. There we go. It feels like it's patting your belly and okay, good, good, good. So what we need is we need 3 buckets. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we are going to need glass. I think I already have a bunch of glass in here. Yeah, I've already made that. So we should be able to make this now. I probably need 2 obsidian. I don't think I have any. I think I put it back. So let's grab 2 of those. I have diamonds in there. And let's make this now. There we go. Okay, so now we got this. We got to go throw it in here. And put that in there. And in case it needs any, we'll give it a little bit of extra blood. Where's my sacrificial dagger? Look how much blood I can put in here now that I have the extra row of hearts. Beautiful. Get this out of the way in case I need it. Okay, so we now have this weak activation crystal. And what I can do is I can right click on this to activate this ritual, this Serenade of the Nether. And so this happens a lot. So what I usually do then is I hit it once more. Okay, I'm right clicking on it, and I hit it again, and then it works. So when I remove this, that'll create obsidian for us. All right, if I were to mine this, it'll generate a new lava block and then create a new one. And I can sit here and mine this, but we're not going to do that. Screw that. That's too much. So what we want to do, I want that back. I probably want these guys back. Let me do just a touch of cleanup. All right, good. Okay, we want to create a miner. So this mechanical miner doesn't require any power. All it does is use one of these resonating crystals. So let me make this. I'm going to need some string, which I just need one extra. All right, there's a dispenser, and I'm going to need the iron pickaxe. And lastly is my mechanical miner. Now, I'm going to want a lever. You should always have a lever in your inventory, I know. But I have bag issues right now. So we're going to fix that shortly. I should be okay now that I've lit it all up. I'm okay walking out here in the dark. I don't have to worry about as many creepers. So what I'm going to do is put this guy here. And that just automatically starts mining. Look how quick that is. And I am generating obsidian nice and simple as can be. I can put a lever right here and turn it off. Oh, activate by redstone on. Okay. There we go. So see, I can turn this on and off as much as I want. Now, the downside to this is it's using my LP. Remember I had 150,000 and now I'm down to 116,000, 115,000. I don't know if I had a full 115,000 when I started, but well, you know, it probably took 30,000. That's probably what it was. It took 30,000 to activate this ritual, so that left me with 120, and now I'm down to 108. So it's so far using, let's see, look, 500. It's using 500 LP per block. But right now I've almost got a full stack of obsidian. Excellent. Look how easy that is. And this guy's still retaining its GP. So not a problem there. So now I've got a ton of obsidian. So I'm really happy about that. Now, usually what I'll do is I'll let that run until it fills up the internal buffer. Then I just have, I think that's 9 stacks in there. I always have 9 stacks. So very, very happy with that solution for creating obsidian. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is deal with the bag issue. So I talked about how this bag here, it's as big as it can get, the tier 3. We can also get this guy over here, this bag of holding, and it actually stacks. So the bag of holding is not too bad. The only tricky thing is this magical wood. It has to be done a bookshelf in and a gold ingot in a vanilla crafting, or really any one of these crafting stations, but not the Tinkers. The last we checked, so it might actually work. It's saying it will, but in our experience, it just doesn't seem to work because it needs to pull from this this experience. So you know, we usually just make one, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do let's see, this guy right here. I want to do a compact storage bag. And if we look at this mod, it's actually not too compact storage. It's pretty simplistic. You can make chests, you can make backpacks, all with the builder. So we need a builder first, and I need a couple more levers. Always have levers, right? And oops, wrong one. There's that one. Sure, give me 4. And that. Okay, so if we put this builder down, oh, where do we want to put it? How about over here in the next to the corner? Okay, so if we take a look at this, it allows you to customize. You can make a tiny 1x1 chest if you want, and you can change the colors. This is the standard red, green, and blue, similar to like the Windows color chooser and so on. So if I were to do like red as FF 0000, it turned red, or FFFF 00, it's yellow, and so on. So I'm going to do, how about 99 AA. It's kind of grayish. I kind of like. Ooh, don't want that. How about 4444? Oh, that's red. Red. So RGB. So I want 4444FF. So there's kind of a cool blue color. But we don't want this. We want it to be much bigger. So I'm going to make it as big as possible. And I want to build a backpack. So it's going to say I need 36 wool, 64 iron, 64 iron bars, and 18 string. 18 string might be a little tough. I think I've got a string. Yeah, I do. And yeah, I've got enough string here. So we need 18 of them. 18. We're going to need iron bars, and I don't think I have. Yeah, I'm going to. Uh-oh. So what's happening now is that I got to shut this off. I don't have enough GP, or not GP, LP in my. So what I need to do is I overused my amount that I have. Where's my, there it is. So I've got to put this back in here, and that'll give us some. There we go. Now we're back. Yeah, it was nausea. Oh, look at that. Fire resistance from the salamander's eye. Love it. So that's what happens when you run out of personal LP. So we had just run out of it, filling it back up. Not a huge thing. Just gives you nausea. You just want to make sure you deal with that. So I'll leave that in for right now, and we've got that shut off. See how much we got. Oh yeah. So over 3 stacks plus the one we already pulled out, a little over 4 stacks. So that's wonderful. Okay, so we need iron bars. And we needed a stack of those. So, and there's a stack of those. We're going to need a stack of iron, and we need wool. 38 wool, if I recall correctly. And you see, I hit a few of those Quark ships, and those Quark pirate ships have wool sails. And so you just go up there, vein miner. It's awesome. It allows you to grab all of them really quickly. And even if you didn't have vein miner, you can still mine all those. Same thing with the black wool. I grabbed one. They have a single white wool sail and a single black wool. And so I pulled one black wool and a couple of different white ones just to make sure as I was flying around looking for that desert. Okay, I believe we have everything we need. So we need you can shift click these in, which is really nice. And you notice how it reset the color. This is, it's some, it does that all the time. And half the time I get a white one coming out of this. So 4444FF. Let's try that. Okay. Make sure, good. Everything's good. Build my backpack. Yep, see, I got a white one out of it. So not a problem. But, all right, let's take a look at this one. Tier 3 bag. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Wham! This is insane. This is absolutely insane. And you can make chests this big. It is so wonderful. So highly recommend this. So if I were to, let me just show you what it looks like when I take everything out of here and put it in here. I'm just going to dump everything in here except for those guys. And yeah, let's throw this guy in there, and I'm not going to need that anymore. These last few ones. How awesome is that? Look how much more space I have. I actually had to leave some things behind in all the chests I found over in the desert temple. And so that was frustrating. I was like, I'm going to do something about that. So really cool. Now let's see if this guy stacks. Oh yeah, so we can stack this guy in here too if we really needed to. I don't. This is, I'm done. Done with that guy. Served me well, but bigger and better things now. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Okay, so the ritual is pretty cool. I want to do more rituals. Now, if you take a look at my armor, you see I've used all 100 upgrade points. I want to make set of armor, or I should say I want to upgrade this armor to be able to store more upgrade points. Namely, I want that healthy. Solar powered, I don't care about. Fierce strike, definitely. Tough palms, I don't care about. Quick feet, maybe. I mean, hold on. The next ritual I want to make requires a tier 4 altar. Well, technically it requires the next ritual diviner in the series, which is the Dusk ritual diviner. And so we need to, in order to get that, we need demonic slates, which are tier 4. So we're going to upgrade our tier 4 altar. But in order to do that, we need a new weapon. So, more lightning, harmless. Alright, now we have the bound blade. And just as it's getting dark here, so let's go look for some mobs. See anyone? There's a spider over here. So if I shift right click, it turns this on, or it activates it. So what we're looking for is, we get any? Not yet. What we're looking for are these guys right here, these weak blood shards. So let's get some mobs here. We're gonna have to kill a few. It usually only takes 3, 4. I think you can enchant this sword, and it gives, with looting, and it gives you a little bit greater chance to get one. Yeah. Hey, creeper. So yeah, I got a one. Let's grab another one just in case. Now there used to be a way to duplicate. Good, I got another one. There used to be a way to duplicate these, and now I think the only way. These are also really cool building blocks, but that's what we need for Tier 4 Altar, and that's why we're doing this. We're going to need to make our next blood orb, and so yeah, I don't see any way to duplicate these like they had in 1.7.10. So I'll come back out here later and get this. But in the meantime, we'll get more, So in the meantime, we're going to do two things. First thing is, we're going to, inventory is filling up quick. So we'll throw that guy in there, and we're going to run back in here. And we want to do blood. What are those things called? Uses. These guys right here, large bloodstone bricks. I need some stone. Grab a stack of that. And here we go. Let's grab some of those. I really only need 4 of those. Let me do just a little bit of inventory cleanup here. Okay, so that's good. I can deactivate this now. Shift right click. I don't know if that takes LP or not, but so the other thing I want to do is, I probably put away my book on accident, is grab me one of those. All right, so we now have, we got to have a tier 4 altar. Yeah, that's never going to work. So let me grab that out, and then I put this in. So what this is going to do is it's going to create this Inspectorus, what was it going to do? Scandalum. And so if we right click on in the world, we can say, you can set it to the different tiers. I want to see what a tier 4 is. And if I click that, it's supposed to, maybe if I shift click it, there we go. So it shows you an outline of where we need to place the next things. So that's okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. That's going to actually be wonderful. So I've already made up some blank runes. So let's put these in. Actually, you know what? I'm running real short on time. Let me cut and I'll put these in and I'll be right back. Well, tell me what you guys think. This is the red nether brick with some nether wart in it. And this is the pure nether wart. So tell me which brick you like better to replace all this hardened clay. So should I go with this one or this one here? Leave a comment and I will fill all this stuff in. Otherwise, we have now a Tier 4 altar. We will come back next time. We'll create the ritual to upgrade this to the next tier so that we get more upgrade points, and we'll pull the items off of there, and that will be an epic set of armor. So in the meantime, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate all your support, and if you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe. Till next time, take it easy.